Hey HES Club, good to be talking to you guys again. Most of you recognize me, but for those who don't know who I am, my name is Brien Campbell. I was the president of the HES Club last year, and I graduated last year with my HES degree from Regis, as many of you guys will do. At this point, I am in the DPT program at Regis, and that's been going well. I definitely had to make some pretty big adjustments. It was weird to come back to the same school and at the same time be in a completely different program and have those teachers that I've become familiar with just take on an entirely different role and expect completely different things from me and the rest of my students or the rest of my peers. At this point, it's a lot of keeping on top of myself. I think that's been my biggest adjustment. It's really, we don't have assignments in every class every week to keep us up to date on the material we're covering. It really is presented to us in lecture, and then we take that, we go home, and we learn it. And the professors are still very accessible. We get to talk to them whenever we need to. But yeah, they say that with adult learning, it's a lot of just repetitive learning. So just kind of like keeping on top of it, just going over the material over and over again. That's been a big adjustment. They also really push professionalism. So maintaining like a mature persona throughout this whole program, which I've definitely had to adjust to, and dressing not in joggers and a graphic t-shirt like I am right now. But, aside from the adjustment, I would say that I was well prepared for the program by Regis's undergrad. Going in there, the material really did build and even go over a lot of what we've already learned. So those first few weeks, it was really a lot of kicking back and just relearning things that I already knew and adding more detail to it. And that's kind of been a lot of this semester. There's a lot of information. We're learning a lot, and there's a lot of new things, but at the same time, I did have that base before I went into the program, so that has been really helpful. So I think that Regis did do a good job of prepping me for the program, and talking to other people who graduated with me who are going to other schools. It really seems like they also had like that base level to get into the program, and they feel comfortable building on that foundation that they already had. So other than that, there are things that I like about Regis's program specifically. One of the big things that Regis really pushed as a DPT program was that we're no longer competitive with one another, that we're all in here getting through these 3 years together. And they really hit that home in the beginning, and it's actually like followed through since then. And it's really cool to have that community where if I'm not understanding something, I don't feel uncomfortable going and asking somebody in my class that I really haven't even had much interaction with what's going on, and they'll take the time, they'll sit down with me, and they'll go over things, which I thought would be more of a universal thing, but after talking to people in other programs, it's actually almost unique to Regis. You can find it in other places, but from my understanding, Regis is the most like that of any of the schools that my friends have gone to, and they're going to some really good schools, top 20 type of schools, and it's interesting to hear that they can't discuss their grades with one another just because that's not the environment that is built at that school. So that was surprising and something that I really value at Regis right now. The social life is different in grad school. We're comfortable with each other, like I said before, but we're definitely not hanging out like undergrad, and it is early on, so I'm sure that like later on we'll be closer as a class and like me and my friends. But for now, it's really we go to school and then we kind of go our separate ways for the most part. I mean, I do hang out with some, like I went snowboarding with a group a few days ago, but it's definitely not like undergrad where you're just like, hey, what's going on? Let's hang out, because people don't do that. It's just kind of comes with this like more professional territory. People don't just like spontaneously like drink and hang out and all that stuff that we did in undergrad. Yeah, trying to think of anything else that's like impacted me. I'm sure as soon as I end this video, there's gonna be like a whole bunch of other things, but I mean, I gave you guys this is a pretty long video. I feel like there's a lot of things going on here. You guys know if you have any questions, if you want to talk about anything, you guys have my email or my phone number. If you don't, it's bcampbell001@regis.edu. I was looking at for a place to. I'm just gonna write it down and show it on the screen right now. There we go. If anyone wants to email me, these are L's, not V's. But yeah, reach out to me. I'm in the same building as you guys, so yeah, good luck with everything. And yeah, you got this. Later, guys.